Before the video starts, I accidentally recorded on the wrong mic, so sorry.
Well, would you look at that? Wynncraft has some news. So I'm going to be doing a loot run and talking about the news. I also have my own news too. I know I don't post very often. I want to post a little bit more now. So hopefully be on the lookout for more. Hopefully around summer, maybe around fall. Hopefully I'm going to move out and I'll probably be doing a lot more videos then. So stay tuned for more. Other bit of news. I got my first mythic. I am running a Fantasia build. I know some people might be mad about that, but it's whatever. Also, the server seems a little laggy today, but that's fine. I actually have two mythics now. I have Fantasia and I have Crusade Sabatons for my build, so that's fun. I do have two others that I got in the same loot run somehow. One in a chest, one at the end rewards. Those would be Monster and Slayer. I actually pulled some decent rolls on them, I think. So that's good. I don't know how good mythics are. I'm new to mythics, so bear with me. I'm also not great at playing, so also bear with me then. But I should be good enough. So, Wynncraft has some news. Obviously, we know Fruma's coming. We know Fruma is the next major update. Gonna add a whole new area about the size of kind of the Debtless area. What's that? It's gonna be about the size of the Debtless area plus the desert, I think. It'll be up on the screen now. If you haven't seen it already, I'm sure you have. It's a pretty decent size. It's also not going to be just a road like the Silent Expanse is, thank God. They're going to utilize the space a lot more, probably more along the lines of this, though without the void. I sort of expect some hills and stuff where the space will go like below ground. We do know there is kind of an autumn forest type of place in there with the main town of Esperin. So far, music for Fruma sounds really good. We do have a somewhat new composer named Texelated. He did the, I think the Corcus and Silent Expanse loot run music, and then he also did the Festival of the Heroes, Seize Your Moments, minigame music. And then either he's doing all of Fruma, or he's definitely doing some of Fruma. He definitely did Esper, that's for sure. So, Fruma, we don't know when it's coming. Hopefully sooner than later, but we'll see. They're probably still, hard at work, so I'm not expecting it to come out super soon, but we've been surprised before. Now, the main thing that I really want to talk about today is something else that they put out there. Apparently, they're working on two major updates at the same time. One of them is Fruma. The other one is something that we don't know yet. Apparently they're going to reveal more during the summer, but we'll see how that turns out, because it's only a month away. We're already in May as I'm recording this, assuming this video goes out the same time that I record it, same day. It's May 1st. So far what we know is we have a symbol. They used a fire emoji for some reason, so it's either related to fire or That's some extra little hint at what it could be. Something. The only other thing that we know is that it's apparently something the entire Minecraft community is going to want to see. And I don't mean just, not the Wynncraft community, no. The entire Minecraft community. So it's something big. Obviously, because I said 2 major updates, one being Fruma, which, yeah. Of course that's a major update. It's Fruma. But this other one, I feel like it might be not bigger content-wise, but bigger impact-wise. At least for reaching more audience. I have my theories as to what it could be. I personally think, and I don't know how likely it is, partly because they haven't done it yet, and also it's kind of hard to do this, from what I know. But what if the fire emojis saying, like, we're going to light a fire, or we're gonna, like, bring a new spark, you know? What if they're bringing it to Bedrock? It's possible. Do I think it's likely? Probably not. But just the fact that they're saying that the entire Minecraft community will want to see it kind of makes me think they're bringing it to Bedrock. Because they are part of the entire Minecraft community, right? And it's like, what kind of update, other than that, would make every single person that plays Minecraft want to see this? I have a few coworkers that only play Bedrock, that would really love to play Wynncraft, but they only have Bedrock, and they don't want, they don't want to spend more money to buy Java, which is completely fair. I know I'm pretty sure there's some way to get Java for free if you have Bedrock, and vice versa, but I don't know if that's still going on. It's also some of those people, who don't have a computer to play on. Maybe they only play on console. So Java's completely out of the question there. So bringing Wynncraft to Bedrock would bring in just a ton more people. Like, a lot. I don't want to say Wynncraft struggles with player count, because we consistently get like 1,500 people. Consistently. Like, every day. That's a lot of people. Especially when there's, there hasn't been, I don't want to say there hasn't been an update for a long time, but there hasn't been an update for a little bit now, It's been a little bit of time. I forgot that there was no floor there. It's been a little bit of time. I mean, the last big update, I'm pretty sure, was the loot run update, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? No. It was the update where they brought 2 other ones. This one that I'm doing now, Sky Islands, and then the Molten Heights. That was, I think, the last update, and these have been out for a while. So, having 1,500 players still is pretty damn good. Partly it's because, hype for Fruma, people are getting prepared, trying to get to endgame. Part of it might just be the excitement of whatever this new update is, and part of it's just because Wynncraft's such a good game. you know. I do worry a little bit if they do bring it to Bedrock and they do get, you know, a ton more players. I do worry about server lag a little bit, because when just, you know, Java Wynncraft gets an update, the servers can struggle. They struggle a little bit with how many people are playing at once. And that we can get like up to 2,000 players a day. Maybe even more. Whenever there's like a big update. I know when Spellforge came out, that was busy. It was busy. So I do worry about that a little bit. Especially because Bedrock is, you know, there's a lot more people that play Bedrock than Java, just because of, you know, how it works. It's on more systems, you know, it has a higher player count, it's more accessible, you know, all this stuff. So while I think it would be a good thing for the server, it's also, can it support that many people on it at one time? They would have to do some major enhancements to the servers that exist now to be able to actually do that, I think. Granted, I don't, you know, I barely know what I'm talking about. I don't understand server maintenance that much. I do know that it can be expensive. That's another thing. How much money would it cost for them to maintain the Java server as well as Bedrock? You know, they're basically paying for 2 servers at that point. Maybe they have enough money now with the Silver Bowl subscription that they added, because now they have a pretty consistent source of income. They've said their most income comes from rings. It comes from rings. Silver Bowl is a ring. It's just a subscription ring. So that's probably where now most of their income comes from. Their income didn't even come from like crates, like things that you buy multiple times. They came from things that you buy once. The maximum money they get from rings, from each player, assuming each player would get to this point, would be champion ring, which costs 170. The most amount of money they get from one person would be like 170 as their main source of income. That seems kind of low. Granted, there's a lot of people, but how many people pay for champion, you know? I would argue not a ton of people. Definitely quite a few. You know, I see champions all the time. Like there's 2 on this world at least right now. But it's not like the vast majority. Well, of course it's not, you know. Majority of people are gonna play for free. But you know what I mean. It's not a ton of people. It might seem like a lot of people, but overall, it's pretty minor. And then how many people have smaller rings? Actually, quite a few. I see a lot of blue. I see some green. Mostly blue. I see mostly VIP plus. I do see quite a bit of hero. Mainly, I think that's for people getting into the hero beta. That's part of it. But I mean, Silver Bowl also gives you access to that. I'm sure with the Silver Bowl subscription, they're not struggling on money. So maybe it is a possibility, at least financially. I just don't know if they're going to do it. And if it's not bringing it to Bedrock, then what is it, you know? Because it has to be something that everybody, even people that don't play Wynncraft, would want to see. Maybe it's some big thing that, like, is going to bring in a lot of people. But what, you know? Maybe it's, like, completely redefining what Wynncraft is. Maybe they're turning it into, like, a standalone game, you know? As unlikely as I think that is. Maybe, you know? When they said Wynncraft 2.0, I'm like, it's very unlikely. But it's because they're saying 2.0. When Gavel wasn't 2.0, and this is, it almost felt like they were saying, we're turning this into like almost like a, what was it called? The Hypixel thing. Hypixel made their own, well, is making their own game. It isn't out yet. As much as I'm not much of a fan of that, it's still interesting to see. Hightail, that's what it's called. It's interesting to see that, you know, they made their own game. Now, what if Wynncraft did a similar thing? Where they made Wynncraft into its own game. And not just a Minecraft server. You know how much they could do? How many problems would have been solved? There's so many things that would just be so much better. They wouldn't be restricted to Minecraft related systems, Minecraft mobs, you know. They wouldn't be restricted nearly at all. They could do whatever they wanted. And that would be crazy. Just imagine. But how likely is it? Probably not. You know, it's not likely that this, you know, that would actually happen. I think it's a lot more likely that they would bring it to Bedrock before they made it into its own game. If ever. You know. So currently, my money is kind of on bringing it to Bedrock. Again, I don't know how likely that is, but that's the only thing that I could think of. That is the only thing. I just can't think of anything else that it could. Now, if we're talking about the logo, where's the green? There it is. If we're looking at the logo, it's definitely, you know, a little fiery. You know, with the reds and stuff, it's almost got like that kind of flame look to it. But then there's this extra little, like, what almost looks like a leaf on it, which to me, it feels like Esper. So I feel like it's connected to Fruma in some way. Whether that's the Fruma symbol, and they're just saying like, oh, it's gonna be something connected to Fruma, or it's going to be around the same time that Fruma comes out, or something. It's not going to be the same update, I don't think, because they did say 2 major updates. We only have a month at the least to wait. It could be... Why didn't that give me time? I'm so confused on why it just sometimes doesn't give me time. Sometimes it doesn't give me time when I complete it, sometimes it doesn't give me time when I start one, and I really don't understand why. If you guys know, please tell me in the comments, because I'm very confused and I have not seen anybody talk about it. I cannot find the answer online. It just seems so random. that it just doesn't decide to give me time. I'm struggling on time, give me time. And of course you splash me up. You asshole. Anyway, let me know what you guys think it is, because I'm really confused. The only thing I can think of is Bedrock, or highly unlikely that they would make it its own game. But that can't be it. Would they really add it to Bedrock? I hope so, because that means more people play it. But at the same time, you know, would that be worth the whole, you know, would that be worth the money? Would that be worth sinking all of that development time into it? I don't know. We'll see. It's also, can Bedrock even support it? You know, can we add all the plugins that Wynncraft has? Because Wynncraft doesn't run on mods. You can play with mods. I'm playing with mods. Granted, they're, you know, visual changes, like, you know, shaders. You know, I got, like, performance mods. I got Windtills, obviously, because I just need Windtills. But, like, you know, that's another thing. If they do bring it to if they do bring it to Bedrock, what about Windtills? Now, Windtills isn't, you know, made by the Wynncraft team. It's made by, you know, players. So, we'll see. Unless Wynncraft does, like, because, what is it? Bedrock has been doing, like, actual mods now. Granted, you get them off the marketplace. But it seems like you can do mods. So can we bring Windtills into Bedrock? It's a possibility. Things are aligning, I think. The fact that Bedrock is changing with servers, Bedrock is changing with mods, you know, it just seems like it just seems like it's a possibility. Sort of unlikely possibility, but a lot more likely than some people might think, I believe. Enough of a possibility to make me think that maybe it could be done. So we'll see where it goes. Give it like another month or two, I think, and we'll figure out what it is. We'll see. Just gotta wait a little longer. I'm so excited for Primo. See, that didn't even give me any. See, no time for that. That was a curse one. That wasn't even a red. A red, I can, you know, I can see that because it tells me that I won't get any time bonus. But like purple, wow. So that's really all I really want to mention with the updates and stuff. I do want to make another Spellforged video because there has been some interesting updates and some news on Project Spellforged that I do want to talk about. But I'm not gonna make this video too bloated. I'm just gonna keep this one to, you know, just Wynncraft. But soon I want to make a Spellforged video, so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna finish this loot run, so possibly enjoy a montage of some highlights of this loot run, if I decide to add them, if something crazy happens, and enjoy whatever I pull from the rewards chest. So I guess I'll see you then. There are no statues. What? Why can I not do this? There. If I could get a window, that would be really nice. And not just a bunch of yellows. And maybe a window and a brightness sometimes. Oh my lord. Oh, good. I almost forgot about the only reason I did that. Who texted me? What? They're telling me to cut my hair. No. Some scammers or some shit. Get your adult haircut. Fuck you. No. No. I like my hair. Zero. Of course I get it right at the end of the fucking run. Of course I do. Granted, I could have re-rolled earlier. But I don't care. Let's just do... Or I could do the red. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get a couple more challenges. Make some more use of this rainbow. Or I could just end it now. I'll still get a bunch of rolls. Not quite like 100 or something, but I'll get at least maybe like 40, maybe 50. I'll get like 50 rolls. It's not terrible. Could be better, and I will make it better. I hate this. It's not because it's hard. It's just annoying. To push you around. It's so long. It's just so much running. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate this place so much. Not as bad as Pirate Lattice though. Pirate Lattice, the worst cave in all of Wynncraft, hands down. I hate that place so much. That's one of the only reasons I don't do purposely ones. The other reason is I just don't like the caves in general. I don't like the challenges on purposely one. They suck. Oh, and of course it's the fucking... What? What? Why is everything slowing down? Yes. I love when Nathan basically freezes. How many people just hopped on? You know, school would be out by now. Already soon. So people are probably starting to hop on. That the circle's going to get red. damn. It's steady. I so much like Ow. Don't slam it. And that's it. We're done. Get me the fuck out of here. Alright. Time to see what we get. 59 pulls. I could have sworn I would have had a lot more. Oh well, let's see. I know I got some rerolls, so technically I do have more. Oh, and boring reroll. Come on, baby, give me a mythic. I'm trying to get all mythics. I'm trying to get a mythic collection. Damn it! Give me something good. At least liquid emerald. At least. But a mythic would be nice. Give me a shiny mythic. Man, these rewards just fucking suck. God damn it. Why are they so bad? I don't even need Ooth runes. I have over a stack. I had 2 stacks. I had 2 stacks of Ooth runes. I sold 1. I don't need more. I don't need. I only need to keep on me a stack. My bank is struggling. Nothing sold there. Oh my god, it's getting lag. Little side note. To the people who are saying like, oh, I didn't know about Terminus and Monumentia and stuff like that. Granted, correct, I didn't. Thank you for telling me about those. However, there's something about Wynncraft and Spellforge that just feels different to Terminus and Monumentia. Not saying that, you know, Monumentia, Faceland, Terminus, you know, Mendigo, what is it called? Mendigo? One of the two. The Dark Souls like one. I'm not saying that those ones are bad at all. No, they're great. I love them. However, I think they lack a certain they lack something that Wynncraft and Spellforge seem to have. And I can't quite put my finger on it. Part of it I think is polish. I think that's what it is. But I feel like there's something else. They just don't have the same feel, I guess. They're great, but they just don't have the same feel, you know? I don't know. So I'll probably talk a bit more on that in the Spellforge video. So keep a lookout for that. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe if you know, want to see more. Hit like if you liked it, you know. Every little bit counts. I'm a small creator, you know. Smaller than a lot of people. So, you know, anything you do helps and is greatly appreciated. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.